Oh my love, we're trying to film. A couple weeks ago, I had a conversation at my mastermind and we broke out into groups of like 9 and we went around the table and we talked about the most effective thing that we could do for our business. Now, a lot of us were talking about marketing strategies. I love just business strategies, so I immediately went into tactical stuff with Facebook and Instagram. And then there was this kind, beautiful soul, and her name was Lori, and she said, "How long has it been since you've dreamed for your business?" And I was like, oh my God, are we really getting all warm and fuzzy right now? Because mama wants to get into business. And she's like, how about you ask yourself 3 questions? Now, the trick to these questions is that they're super practical and so easy and completely unintimidating. So she says, set aside 25 minutes and give yourself the gift of dreaming for your business. And I was kind of like, huh. So I brought out a piece of paper and this is what I wrote. She's like, question number 1, you should ask yourself, complete the following sentence. Wouldn't it be cool if, and then you leave a blank. And she said the challenge is to complete 10 to 20 ideas, like anything you want. Wouldn't it be cool if? So by asking yourself, wouldn't it be cool? There's disassociation. You're not gonna hold yourself to the end result. It's just, hey, wouldn't it be cool? Question number 2, when it comes to dreaming for your business, is to ask yourself the following. In fact, you should just complete the following. If I had all the money in the world, I would do what? So that if money wasn't an object, if you weren't tethered by, I have to pay my mortgage or I have to do this, it's like, what really would you do? And just spend some time scribbling it down. Question number 3 to ask yourself when it comes to dreaming for your business is, what would I do if I wasn't worried that people would judge me? Which to me, this last question was wildly profound because so many of us, like one of those 3 questions are going to resonate with you differently. So question number 1 is, wouldn't it be cool? Because oftentimes we want to talk ourselves out of creating a dream. But if we remove ourselves and say, wouldn't it be cool? Then all of a sudden we give ourselves to the permission to dream without expectation. Now, question number 2, and here's the thing, with question number 1, I had no problem. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool? And then question number 2 came around and it said, if money was no object. And this is where I'm just gonna be honest, I had to take a step back because money for me is a hot button. I grew up really poor. We had government issued food. People left groceries and Christmas gifts on our porch. My family took the bus to church. My dad had a car that wouldn't start, so every morning my mom and my 2 sisters would get out from behind his car and we would push his car down the street. And he would be pushing and then he would hop in and then he would pop the clutch. Like, that was the only thing I knew. And it wasn't a bad life, it was a beautiful life. But when I got into adulthood, I realized that I missed out on vacations. I realized that not everybody took the bus. I realized that not everybody took bags of laundry at the laundromat and paid 50 cents to wash a load of laundry. So all of a sudden, when I started my career and I became an adult and I earned money, there was this thing that kind of happened in my mind that when I gave myself the permission to dream without the expectation of money or monetization attached, I was like, oh. In fact, I was first asked this question about a 1.5 years ago when my mentor, James Wedmore, asked, if you had all the money in the world, what would you do? And I said, I would write, and I would make videos, and I would take photos, and I would empower people to live in their purpose and their passion when it came to their business. And he said, good, now go and create it. And I said, it doesn't exist, I don't know what to do. He says, go and create it. Money should never be an object. And as a result of giving myself the permission to dream without the expectation of money being the sole reason I did it, I was then able to create Social Curator. Now, other people, they hear question number 3. And a lot of times people are worried about what other people are gonna say about them. So question number 3 was, what would I do if nobody judged me? And my friends, let me just beg you and remind you that people will always judge you. Do X, do Y, they're gonna judge you. You're gonna be too old, too young, too fat, too skinny, you have too big of a nose, you're too small of a nose, you're gonna be too rich, too poor, you're not a male, you're a female, you're not a male. It's like everybody's going to have an opinion about all the things. So if you're afraid of being judged, then you must do nothing, say nothing, be nothing. But I don't believe that that is the life that you've been called to. So understand that when you make decisions and understand when you go out and pursue your dream, people are going to judge you. Dust off your shoulders, continue moving forward. When it comes to believing and dreaming for your business, number 1, wouldn't it be cool if? Tell me what that is. Number 2, if money was no object, I had all the money in the world, what would I do? and then go and create it. And number 3, what would I do if nobody judged me? Here's the thing, let me put a twist on that. People are gonna judge you. And what? Go out and do the thing that you have been called to do. Dream for your business. It is the greatest gift that you can give yourself and to the world.